I believe that all of us on this planet, all humans, they have some. I always, when I want to use like a word like a problem or struggle with, like some, I always try to use something more nicer, like to say no problem, but to say like fun. We have a fun, but it's not fun. What I what I mean, it's like whether people are having asthma, allergy, or they've been constantly sick, or they're just having seasonal allergy, or they are being allergic to certain food. What is my thing? It's just back pain. Like me and backs, like the shoulder. You know how long I have the shoulder. You know it's a long time. I still have it, and I start actually going to gym because before I was training at home, and I start going to gym December last year. So that's kind of 6 months and almost. And still, I don't train upper body. I don't train upper body. Like not really. I'm scared. I tried maybe something, I don't know, 1 month ago, 6 weeks ago, a little or light weights, and then the next day I felt elbows, and so yeah, and when I do elliptical, elliptical machine, and when I do it properly, I feel the shoulder the next day too. That day there is no pain, so that's why I go for it, yeah. But next day, why I have the pain? And then I think it's cold, or I was lying down overnight certain way. No, it's the elliptical. So it's like a my thing, and I know I had it a long time ago. You can say, hey mate, how old are you? And I'm like 37. I'm like, no, well, what do you expect? And I would be like, well, I do remember I was going to the gym when I was my first gym life, like like going in a gym and being introduced like to what that is like something like bench press and dumbbells, and I was maybe 20. Nah, wait, I start when might be like 21, something like that. And I was training. I went to the trainer. I never forget that, guys. I was like, I want, this is me, and I'm still this boy, the 20 years old boy, still me, it's just different kind of, but still I have this thing that when I try to do something, I wanted to do precise and perfect and good. And I tell you something, I tell you the story, yeah? Today's story is this. I went to professional trainer, like lector or I don't know, coach in a gym. He was used to competing in like a bodybuilding, a nice guy, yeah. And I wanted from him like a food list, like make me a week menu, like what I can eat. I want to gain muscles. Guys, 15 years ago, even more than 15 years ago, I've done it. And training plan. And we did the training plan, we did the food, and I went, and I was like, thanks, I paid, and then we trained, like, it was like, the training was A and B, and we did both days, and then I went on with my life, and I was training, but I was living somewhere else than this trainer. I'd never met him again, and I was doing it there, but this was the thing, I did not know, I wasn't told, and I didn't know. The food is just, I ate exactly what he put me there. He said 150 grams of chicken breast, rice. I mean, how can you eat this? And I don't know, I avoid oil. I was like drying it very, blah, and I ate it every day. Guys, I did it for, I don't know, 2 years almost. Jesus Christ. I didn't gain nothing. Nothing I gained. I ate every day chicken breast and rice. I remember always shopping like this. For morning, I had, I think, like a apple, like apple puree. You know, like you can buy those, like sweet. For kids, you can buy it. No, it's basically like in food processor, maybe apple. I don't know. It's just puree, yeah, without sugar, of course. But the apples are sweet enough. But I don't know if it was without sugar. I guess at that time I did not really know much about food. I mean, I still don't know a lot, but compared to like that boy, I know a huge amount of information. I know a lot. I would say, and it's also because of what I tried, all these diets and what I did, and still look at me. But I just want to say that I did few years. I was training. Just on the side, I will come back to my story. I went like 3 years, 4 years. I was like just doing the gym, then some Krav Maga, and I don't know what else I was doing. Yeah, running I did, and 3, 4 years, and then nothing. And now again, I start 2 years ago. So for 15 years, but I did not do 10 years. I didn't do nothing. I was traveling. I didn't do anything, yeah, for years. And so I had the food and I ate exactly what he like wrote me there. I didn't know like scale yourself, like put yourself on a scale and then see how is your weight, and then like, well, okay, maybe you add this. I did not know nothing about carbs, I just protein and fat. I try to avoid as much as possible. And the training plan, guys, the same thing. So it's like we did something, boom, 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 bench press and all that classic stuff. And because I was new to it, of course, he gave me like training like for beginners, but he didn't tell me in 2 months you should come back and we should do new plan. Yeah, because the body like will get used to it, and you need to have maybe it's good to have like different exercises. Yeah. Maybe he didn't want to do it. I don't know. Like I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. And I was doing this for the one plan I had, A B. I don't think I have it somewhere. I had like A4 paper. 2 of them I always carried with me. And that was exactly the crazy thing is that it was like let's say they said there was like let's say 4 sets, 10 repetitions. There would not be there was no way I would do 3 sets or 5 sets or 9 repetition or 11. I did the 10 and I did 4 sets, and I put always a weight that I could do it. You understand? So 2 years I was having that one plan. Of course, I did not reach anything. I did some workout, yeah, at the beginning, maybe a few first weeks, months, I gained something, but then I just stagnate. I just stayed where I was, and I did not improve anything, basically. I just trained the muscles, like, yeah. I didn't know this. This was, sorry for the, I don't like to do, but wow. Later on, when I look back, I was like, wow, what, 2 years? Jeez. But you know why I'm so like sad about it? That I was so pumped. I don't know. I don't think the trainer. I don't want to like gossip about him or so. He wasn't good, but he was not really good in this. Like in info wise, no way. He was doing trainer. He was doing it. Later on, he was training my brother. My brother was doing bodybuilding, but they've been really working together. But he like to inform me, it was really bad, and because he didn't know who I was. Yeah, maybe there was many people I don't know coming to him getting these plans, like workout plan and food, like a dietary like diet food, like what do you need to eat, and they never done it. They just pay for it. They went a few times to gym and they threw it away. Maybe this was his experience. I do not know, but he didn't know who he had there. I was so devoted. I was, if he really would like massage me with proper words, like telling me like, this have to be this, you gotta train to failure. Yeah, it's like the last thing it has to be always hard. The sets, don't take it, exactly like this. You can do less, one set less if you are tired, or even more, or repetition 2, you should not go less than 6 repetition if you want to gain, no more than 30. And you should really give yourself half time every time, but don't forget to do the break the second day, or I don't know, I had planned for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so I did like three training in a week. Yeah, so I had enough for a recovery. Yeah? As a 20 years old guy, but you might say, hey, you should have trained more. I would, but he told me about you need to recover. I took it like seriously also like this. Plus I was the time in army, I was working in army, and we did a lot of stuff, a lot of walking, hiking, running. So imagine like I was working basically kind of from Monday to Friday in the army. And we did, I had enough. Then later I come home, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday I did my workouts. Yeah, so I had good, like I did good. But going like that, you have to go to failure and all that stuff. Like I wasn't told. Yeah, with the food, crazy. I wasn't. Later on, I met my friend from what do you call it, from school, like the secondary. It's not a secondary school, it's the like cook school, chef school, culinary school. And he was doing bodybuilding that time, and he was big that time. He was getting every year bigger. And then I met him. He was always looking good, really. And I met with him, and I want to talk to him, and I tell him about my story. And he said like, Michal, forget about it. Forget about yes, eat there, but don't forget you are in army. You guys burning like crazy. You just, for breakfast, you just, I don't know, grab like the whole jar of Nutella, eat it like with spoon, eat dumplings with, don't forget about rice only, just eat everything, yeah. He told me, his friend was professional bodybuilder, and he said he ate, in the end, he ate everything because you burn it anyway. And then you kind of manage yourself. I was like, yo. And when we left, I was like, yes. And then we left, I was like, no, fuck no. No, I will not eat this. I also was like into like a healthy lifestyle. So no, I will not eat dumplings and pasta. I mean, here and there I had a pasta, but it was just like some kind of bubble belief at that moment. But I just want to say that if I would be really informed, I was so into it, like I was so into it so much. I really wanted gain. But yeah. Didn't make it, as you can see myself. I never did it. I know it's 15 years ago, but I didn't make it. Later on, I quit the army and I fall in love, and I had different things to do in the moment of fall in love. And then I had some fun. I did some training there too. I was going to a gym a little bit too. Yeah, I think, yeah. And yeah, then I moved to Prague, and I was traveling and no gym at all until 2 years ago I started doing workout here. More than 2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago actually, not more. Yeah, exactly 2 years, like 2 years and 1 month maybe. And I started like I was just doing it here. I bought some dumbbells, and I was running a lot, and a lot, jump rope, and the last half year I'm going to the gym. So again, I also want to tell you why I also started actually the story. I just remember now, because of my shoulder pain. So even you can say, hey, you are 37, what do you want? And I was 25, 23, 22, and I had sometimes like shoulder pain, yeah. I loved always like shoulders training, and I always have some like a popping sound here, never pain. But when I train a lot, I had a pain for some time. Pull-ups, that's my favorite thing. I love pull-ups. I cannot do them now because of course, but whenever I did them, I did something here or there or here. I always somehow pull my, because when you do pull-ups, the real pull-ups you do, that you hang yourself like really, not like, you really like, and then you go, and then you hang yourself. And I don't know what I've done always, like what I was doing, that I probably let loose some parts around the shoulders or joints in here, I don't know. And I always had a pain. So my shoulder is also from the pull-ups, I think, and also from what I was doing here with the dumbbells, because I did some warm-up, but never properly, not like this, not like now, the last half a year, what I do, I'm really warming up enough, I would say. I warm up a lot, like at least 10 minutes on elliptical, keeping my heart rate a certain way, try to really warm up, then stretch, and then like I go for it. Like before I do really heavy stuff, because I do leg press, I really warm up. I do also light leg press first, like empty machine, and then I go for it. So I try to be careful there, but I want a second chance with the upper body. I wish, because I look like a spaghetti. My hands are like linguine. Guys, I love you. You're one of a kind. Laugh a lot.